Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
You see that kind of work from the bunker, you think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Been some outstanding shot making to this point. Let's see what's happening now as we resume the action at the 7th. Time to turn it around, isn't it, Frank?
Yeah, time's now, that's for sure. Some poor play, scorecard reflects that. Some good play, and the scorecard will also reflect that.
I like the looks of this one. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Looks like he just misread that. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, it's really hard to believe that we are in Wisconsin because it looks like an old seaside links course from Scotland or Ireland.
Well, Pete Dye spent a lot of time in Scotland in the early 1960s, and that's really where he learned his architecture from. So a lot of those features he's incorporated in Whistling Straits.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Headed to the clubhouse now for a hot dog and a soda at the turn. But first, a little bit of business here with this par 4 ninth.
And this is going to take a straight tee shot. Trouble on both sides of this fairway. Also, be very, very aware of the shape of this fairway. It's downhill and slopes left to right.
Well, that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present second round coverage of the PGA Championship.
Extra.
That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Pretty good shot right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good effort and good par putt. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. Forces you to hit driver off this tee. Oh, that's fine.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right.
Even par currently.
Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you think it's a snack. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank, we haven't seen a whole lot of that, but no doubt it feels good. 13th hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtful that you'd ever get a good lie if you missed this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left. That's an absolute beauty.
Down the hill from here, Frank, probably going to go with one club less. Can't hide the flag stick from that man. Frank going for 2 in a row now. Has the birdie, now at 1 under par for the tournament. Now the par 4 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there. Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is earns.
Should be safely on deck.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. has it, now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again, left and right. But it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. Now playing the second here at the par 4. Just an excellent shot right there, about 5 feet away. Good chance. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present third round coverage of the PGA Championship. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off, a good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Setting up for an approach shot here. This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from 15 upwards 25 miles per hour. Really a test for the players. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. And with that birdie, into the top 25 on the leaderboard. Back to the action here at the 12th. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a bogey on this hole yesterday. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure, plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second shot, good look at the green. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Did a nice job with that putt. Good read, good speed. Shouldn't be a problem here. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. So with 5 holes left to play here at the PGA Championship, we arrive at this dogleg left, par 4.
Well, it's called Widow's Watch, but really it's a thinking man's hole. A long iron, maybe even a fairway wood just down the right side. That should set up a relatively simple short iron.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Good contact, good result. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy. But on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Good-looking shot right here. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie.
Sneaking into contention here, that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.
Esports and the PGA of America are proud to present final round coverage of the PGA Championship. Frank, the beauty of the game, the changing conditions. You've played it all over the world, and you don't play it inside a dome, do you?
Yeah, anybody can play on a fine, still day, but what separates the good from the great is actually days like today. That's when that little extra attention to detail, the better strike, the better swing, is certainly going to pay dividends.
Great strike and a great result. Setting up, good chance to attack the flag. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. This has been just a pure display of ball striking all day long. Has not missed a single green, every one in regulation.
Good roll, good putt.
645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of this green and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. 13th hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtful that you'd ever get a good lie if you missed this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up. Well read.
Now the par 4 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Gave that the full treatment. Get up.
Whoa, that is long. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, with the drive off to the left side, what's the player looking at now?
Well, a blind second shot, so you've got to pick one of those mounds in the distance to really focus on a line here.
Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
He'll take par and move on. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
And that ball is absolutely scorched, just hit a seed out there. What a tremendous display of power and precision. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So a tester from 4 feet. Continues to roll it very well all day long. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive. Where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Not in the fairway, but not too bad, just in that first cut. And the ball settles on the green about 26 feet away.
And the easiest of putts coming up.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. All right, Frank, you want to win a major championship? 250 yards, 17th hole, trouble everywhere. Hit your pants up and get it going.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
18-footer.
Good read, good line, well played.
The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot.
Pretty good shot right there. Locked in on the read and the speed. That's a bogey. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.